Did any of your agents speak to those individuals?
I don't believe so. I arrived at the hospital after Mr. Gonzales and Mr. Card had left.
The discussion, and I don't know if you did arrive, did you have an opportunity to talk to General Ashcroft, and did he discuss what was discussed in the meeting with Attorney General Gonzales and the Chief of Staff?
I did have a brief discussion with Attorney General Ashcroft.
I'm sorry.
I did have a brief discussion with Attorney General Ashcroft after I arrived.
And did he indicate the details of the conversation?
I prefer not to get into conversations that I had with the Attorney General. At the time, again, he was entitled to expect that our conversations.
And I respect that. Could I just say, did you have an understanding that the discussion was on TSP?
I had an understanding that the discussion was on a NSA program. Yes.
I guess we use TSP, we use warrantless wiretapping, so would I be comfortable in saying that those were the items that were part of the discussion?
It was the discussion was on a national NSA program that has been much discussed. Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. And do you then later remember what might have occurred? We know that there was a meeting back at the White House that night. Again, all of us were interested. It was raging debate in the United States Congress. Do you remember what happened at the meeting at the White House that night?
I was not present at the White House that night.
And would you have any recollection or after recollection through staff whether TSP was discussed?
Well, I was not present at the meeting that Mr. Comey testified to having later that night at the White House. I do believe it related to a national security program, or national NSA program, I should say. And
let me just be clear, because I'm saying this to you. Is it your understanding that General Gonzales was at the hospital and visited then former General Ashcroft along with the Chief of Staff, Andy Card? Is the understanding that they did have a meeting?
Yes.